I'm Jim Pence, and welcome to another of our 6 more super short art tips. Today I'm going to work on picture elements. A lot of times as a chalk artist, I practice just drawing different elements of pictures rather than drawing a complete landscape. Because as I practice how to do things like mountains or trees or whatever, then I get better at that. And when I'm doing performance chalk art, which means I have to draw quickly in front of a group of people, then I've got the concepts down and I can work fast, even in front of a group of people when I have to finish a picture in 10 or 15 minutes. It's always a lot of fun to just play and improvise, and today I'm going to do some mountains. I have no idea what the mountains are going to look like, but I enjoy drawing mountains, particularly with pastels or chalks, because they're very easy to do. You're going to start with the corner. Now, I say a corner as opposed to a flat edge, okay? So you're not going to lay the chalk flat. You're going to hold it and work on the sharp cornered edges. And I'm just going to go very quickly here, not really thinking a whole lot about the mountains. I really love mountains. I live in North Texas, which has almost no mountains. In fact, it doesn't have any mountains. It has the occasional hill here or there, but pretty much nothing in the way of mountains. First time I ever went to Colorado, I was just blown away by the beauty of the Rockies. Okay, so I've just drawn in essentially a jagged line that is going to be the foundation for my mountains. Now, I'm using pastel paper, and so we've got a lot of sparkle showing through. That's what you're seeing down there, and that's okay. If you want to get rid of the sparkle, you can come back in with a blending stump or a tortilla like this, just basically rolled up paper, and you can work with that to get rid of that sparkle. Just like that. I'm not going to do the whole thing because this is a super short art tip, and if I start obsessing over the details, then I'm going to be here all day. The main thing that you want if you're going to draw a little mountain range like this is to try to make sure there's variety. The biggest mistake that most people make when they're trying to draw mountains is they make them too uniform, there's too much sameness. Okay, then I'm going to throw some snow on those mountains. Now again, I'm still going to use the corner. Most of the pressure is going to be toward the top, and I'm going to just throw in just a little bit of snow. Now I want to keep a sharp edge up to a certain point, because my snow here is accomplishing two things. It's one, giving me more dimension to the mountains, because the light is obviously hitting from this side, so I'm having a little bit of fun here, and I don't want to just go crazy with the snow because that's going to defeat the purpose. But what I want to do is give a little bit of definition to the mountains. I may come down here and gently throw in. Now, I mentioned in a previous episode of Super Short Art Tips that sometimes you get a broken stick of chalk, and actually it's in cases like this when a broken stick is actually helpful. In fact, I'll break it right here, because that way I can work on these areas without drawing or pulling too much color down into the area where I don't want it. So again, if you're working with pastels, don't worry if you have a broken stick. That just means you have another use for it. And I'm going to just throw in a little bit of green down here just to give us some hills. And again, I'm not really trying to do a lot in terms of detail with this. More than anything, I'm just playing a bit to get a feel for how these colors are working, and mostly for drawing mountains. So it's a real simple exercise. Just use a couple different colors of chalk, and that's all you need. Get some pastel paper, get you a few sticks of pastels, and have some fun experimenting with mountains. I'm Jim Pence. Thanks for watching, and I'll be back next week with the last of our six more, super short art tips.